Hey everyone, welcome back to Cuddy's Bookshelf. So today I'm going to be doing my top 10 series rereads. I really want to reread these books. These are comfort books for me. They are some of my all-time favourite series and I will just jump straight into them. So one of the most popular that everybody will know is J.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. So there's Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. When I reread these, I find them very cosy and like they're just so good. My husband is currently rereading these and it's making me want to reread them too. I have been watching the film, so the next series I want to reread is the Greatcoat series. I loved these when I read these, the humour in them and like breaking the third wall, and I just loved everything about them. They physically made me, I don't know why I'm holding them all weird, but they physically made me laugh out loud. So we have The Traitor's Blade, Night's Shadow, Saint's Blood and Tyrant's Throne. I must say my favourite is Night's Shadow. So good. This is about the King's Greatcoats who are wrongly accused of the King's murder, and so they are bodyguards for hire sort of thing, and it's just so good. It's just so good. I'm not doing it justice, but the trio, their banter between each other, top notch. Top notch. I really want to reread them, hence why they're on this list. Why am I saying stupid stuff? The next trilogy that I want to reread is the Black Magician trilogy by Trudy Caliban. I read this a while ago now and this book has stayed with me. The ending of this book, I cried. I cried, like sobbed, cried. It hurt. And I want to feel that hurt again. This trilogy kept me hooked. I just love it. I just love it. If you like your magic and your magic systems and... oh, it's just so good. I can't recommend it enough. It's so good. If you have not read any of Trudy Caliban's, start with the Black Magician trilogy. The next series on the list is The Bone Season. I read this quite a while ago. I've only ever read these once, but I thoroughly enjoyed them. I really want to get to rereading them again. There's so many books I want to read and reread. I need the gift of time. If anyone can give me that. So these are about a girl that is clairvoyant in a time where clairvoyancy is a criminal offence. They are highly recommended across BookTube and there is a reason for that. Samantha Shannon's writing is just so good, so good. I'm saying the same things about them all, but they're all so good. I just want to read them all again. I need to calm down. The next series is the Bargainer series. This is some fairy smutty romance and I loved it. This is the bind up of the complete series, and I tell you, to say how small that writing is and how chunky this is, I flew through this. I loved that smut. I loved the romance, I loved the plot line, I loved everything about this. Oh, it was just so, and then I needed it at the time. Know when you're like struggling and you really need that like book that's gonna grip you and keep your page turning and just reignites your love for reading. Smutty smut. The next books are a duology. These are a dystopian. These are The Fever King and The Electric Hair by Victoria Lee. I really enjoyed these when I read them. It was quite a while ago now and I really want to get back into them. There was a couple of things that shocked me in here, and I just want to read them now. It's going to be so hard to pick one to reread first. So the next books are by Neil Shusterman, which are the Scythe series. There's a purpose to rereading these, because I read the original trilogy years ago now and loved them. Told not so much. I'm a bit disappointed about the ending, but we'll get over that. But I do want to reread them. And then they have brought out, wrong way around, they have brought out Gleamings, which is stories from the Scythe series. So I want to refresh my memory with these and then get into the stories that's just come out and just relive my best life of reading Scythe again. Scythe is, I've put the others down because my arm's aching. So Scythe is a world where death isn't a thing. So they have to have people called scythes that will choose people to kill to keep the numbers down. And this is about 2 scythe apprentices, and oh, it is so good. I know this was massive on BookTube quite some years ago, and I was late to the party. But if you haven't read these, please do. So the next series is Fortuna Sworn. This is another fairy romance, smutty fairy romance. As you can tell, I like them. I'm going to have to put some of them down because they are heavy. But Fortuna Sworn is a fairy romance about a woman who is a nightmare, and by touching people she can bring out their nightmares. I was apprehensive about this because I just finished reading the Bargainer series, and I know a lot of people had said that the Bargainer series was better, so I was like, oh, well, I love this. I love this just as much. So I don't know what I don't know, but Fortuna Sworn is the one. And this is by KJ Sutton, who is currently writing another one, and I cannot wait for it. Please hurry up. Don't really, but don't kill anyone I like. I follow KJ Sutton on Instagram, and all of the updates that she does when she says she's writing, I just get so excited, and I can't wait for the next one. And I will, that's probably when I will reread the others. So I'll start from the beginning when the new one comes out and reread all of them all together. So I read these a while ago, and these are everywhere at the minute. Everybody's reading them. It's the Queen herself, Sarah J Maas. So more fairy smut. Oh god, I've got issues. Look at that wingspan. This is Sarah J Maas's ACOTAR series. So we have A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and the newer one is A Court of Silver Flames. These were recommended everywhere, like they still are. They're very, very popular. You've probably already read these. If you haven't, where you been? And I recommend. Last but not least has got to be one of my all-time favourite sci-fi trilogies ever. I love these books, and I love the format of them, that they're on mixed media. You probably already know where I'm going with this. These were extremely popular on BookTube years ago also, and I fell in love with them. Read them, I've got them in paperback also, read them in paperback, and then sought after the first editions in hardback because of the covers, and that is the Illuminate Files. These are so good. I know that these are very, some people like them, some people don't. Some people like the first one and not the others, but I absolutely loved all 3 of these. I could not get enough. I was gutted when I finished them all because I'm like, now what I'm going to do with my life? But then there is another one. My hair is doing my nutting. But there is another one on Kindle also, which is Memento. And I also love that. And so, put them down. So these are mixed media based. So that it's set in, let me try and show you. So it's set in like emails and video logs and like CCTV, and they're just so good. And I just loved these hardbacks, so I had to hunt them down. So the naked, I had to have them. This is by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which Jay Kristoff is one of my favourite authors. He did the Nevernight series, which is another series I want to reread, but not as much as I want to reread these. These are very overdue. I highly recommend, if you do read these, to read them along with the Audible, because some of the pages are like a swirl and some is very chaotic, so you won't always know which way you're reading it from. It can get confusing for some. And the sound effects and the Audible for this trilogy. In this trilogy, there is like love stories in each book. So this is Ezra's and Cuddy's story. Gemina is Nick and Hannah's story. And Obsidio has Asher and Reese's story. It's just such a good trilogy if you like your sci-fi, especially along with the Audible. It's so submersive. So yeah, these were my top 10 series, trilogies, duologies that I would love to reread sometime soon. So if you have read any of these series, trilogies, duologies and loved them also, or didn't like them, let me know why in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed like one and not the others. If there's any that I spoke about that you're intrigued. I know there's a lot of fairy smut. But yeah, I do hope that some of these you are excited to pick up, and I really want to know your thoughts. So comment below, and I shall see you in my next video. I hope you are staying safe and well. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome. That's how for now. If you know what that's from, then you're old. Because that's how old I feel. You're not old, we're not old. These are some of the most comfiest, comfiest? No? Is that word I'm looking for? Don't think it is. Coziest. The next and the electric hair, electric hair. Why does it sound like I'm saying air, like fresh air? Electric hair. No, it sounds like I'm saying hair as in here. God, I'm such an idiot. I do want to refresh my memory as clear as day. Oh God, why am I like this?